Let's talk about another Impressionist artist in Mary Cassatt. For our training session notes today, our objective is to dive a little bit deeper into Mary Cassatt's significant contributions to the Impressionist movement as a whole, focusing on her unique perspectives on women's roles in family life through her artwork. Now, you need to know that Mary Cassatt was an American painter and printmaker who carved a distinctive niche within the predominantly male Impressionist movement in France. Her work often focused on the social and private lives of women, emphasizing the bonds between mothers and children. So, you're going to see mother and child as subjects of a lot of her artwork. Now, Cassatt's techniques and influence in Impressionism, she brought a sensitive yet powerful touch to the Impressionist style, known for her delicate yet vibrant approach to color and composition. So, when looking at Claude Monet, we ran into a lot of scenes of nature. With Mary Cassatt, we're going to run into a lot of just everyday life scenes, people doing everyday things. She excelled in pastels and oil paints, employing light brushstrokes and soft palettes to emphasize the gentle yet complex nature of her subjects. And again, she has this influence on feminine representation. You're going to see a lot of women and girls in her artwork, just kind of everyday lives. In this, you can see everything has the little bit of haziness of impressionist. You can feel like this is a moment in time of this little girl just relaxing, this little dog taking a nap, just kind of hanging out. Let's explore some of her artworks. Cassatt's works were rich with depiction of women in their everyday lives, often highlighting these just sort of like intimate everyday moments. Somebody who's no they don't know they're having their picture taken, if that makes sense. They're just kind of going about their everyday life like they normally would. Woman holding a balance is an example of her skill in using these just sort of like home settings to highlight the inner lives of women and people. At the Opera illustrates her interest in social settings and the public lives of women portrayed through her distinct impressionist lens. Again, you can see this woman at the foreground in the front here. You can see her a little bit more distinctly. Everything else at the background sort of has this illusion of distance, of time, of even movement, of people doing their own things. Where the lady in the foreground is just sort of like looking and enjoying herself. Some discussions of this art show like this guy over here just kind of leaning out exaggeratedly, where this lady is just kind of enjoying herself. This guy wants to be seen by everybody and sort of just like be known that he is at the opera being fancy. Now, Cassatt's impact on women in art. Cassatt was instrumental in shaping how women were portrayed in art and in opening doors for future generations of female artists. Her advocacy included her basically just being like, this is a career that you can get into. Look, I was successful. You can be successful too. Like a lot of fields starting out, they weren't always very welcoming for women. And people like Mary Cassatt had to kind of break down those doors. Her influence extends beyond her paintings and includes her role in advising American collectors, thus shaping the collections of major American museums as a whole. So, a quick sample question: which one did Mary Cassatt create? Was it Luncheon of the Boating Party, Dancers at the Bar, The Fifer, or Girl Arranging Her Hair? And I don't think we actually mentioned this one as we were discussing earlier, but you need to know that it was Girl Arranging Her Hair. This painting is a beautiful example of Cassatt's delicate yet poignant style, capturing the simple yet profound moment of a young girl arranging her hair. Again, the subject of this doesn't know that she's being, she's it's not like we're taking a picture of somebody today and they're posing. She's just doing her hair, going about her everyday things. These other paintings were well known and ones that you will need to eventually know, but know that Girl Arranging Her Hair is one of Mary Cassatt's most famous works. That's going to cap our discussion of Mary Cassatt. Explore her work a little bit deeper and have an excellent day.